Hey, how y'all doing? This is Will from Say How You Feel. You see it on the shirt. I had somewhere I have, but I don't know about that. By the title of this video, you kind of know where I'm going to go with this. And since I'm doing it on my phone, it really won't have a big edit. So we're going to bypass all the extra stuff. And we're going to talk about starting a t-shirt brand. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because, well, more than just starting a brand, I'm going to check, let me it's really about starting a t-shirt business, because there's a difference between starting a brand, business, and all this type of thing. So let's get right into it. The reason why I'm doing this video, this series, is because a lot of people ask me, well, how do I get into the t-shirt business? What do I have to do? This, that, and the third. And the reality of the situation is there's so many different things you have to take into account when you start a t-shirt business. It's not just, okay, I'm going to go buy something, or I'm going to go do this, or I'm going to go do that. It is, but it isn't, because you kind of got to figure out some factors before you get involved in doing the t-shirt business. Like, the first thing you want to do is look at, and I was on the wrong page, but, which is why But the first thing you want to look at is figuring out who what your why is. My wife is going to come say something. Okay, so I'm back. So, and I don't know if you even noticed that I was gone, but I will. The first thing you have to figure out is your why. Why are you trying to start a t-shirt business? Are you trying to start a t-shirt business because you legitimately have something to say, and say how you feel, or you want to get it out there? You want to use t-shirts as a means to get it out there? Great idea. Or is it because you don't want to pay the local t-shirt person to do your shirts? Okay, Or is it you just like creating something and you think it'll be fun to do? That's also a factor. And or you have a brand and using t-shirts as your medium to get your brand out. All factors. So let's look at this. Let's look at it for the person who really just has some things they want to say. They're not really trying to push the brand, but I got some one-off designs. I just want to put it out there. If somebody likes it, great. If somebody doesn't, cool. Or whatever. I just want to really make some, make a little extra money. That's cool. If you're that person, then there's nothing wrong with getting, the equipment. I use the Silhouette. I use the a cutter. What is that? 28-inch cutter from US Cutter. I use several different types of medium products to get it out there. I have a heat press, several heat presses, a hat press, different products. I have even a screen press. But I'm the guy who wants to print house. I'm the guy that wants to print other people's projects. I'm the guy who also wants to print his own projects. So it kind of works out for me. If you're the person who doesn't want to pay the local print shop, I'm going to have to be honest. I don't necessarily think that buying equipment might be your best idea to do. I know some people who bought equipment just to buy it because they didn't want to pay somebody. They felt it was too expensive, and end up having equipment that they just have sitting in their closet now. And if that's what you want to do, hey, do your thing. That's your money. But when you weigh out the fact that you're going to spend, you got to take the time to learn how to use the equipment. You have to take the time to go get the equipment. You got to take the time to cut it, weed the vinyl, and all these different things. And then not only that, you just pay $300 for a cutter that you're only going to use one time. And however you plan on pressing it, if you plan on using an iron, or if you want to do a press, like you go get a heat press, that's another $200-300. You just spend $600 on something trying to save whatever you're going to save for the t-shirts. Is it really worth it? If you want to get a brand, you want to start a t-shirt brand, for lack of better words, or you want to get your brand out on t-shirts, then you have to figure out, do I want to fulfill it myself, or do I want to contract somebody else to fulfill it? Because all these are different things you got to come to, that comes into play. Do I want to spend more time marketing my product rather than trying to make my product? And that's something you have to look at with yourself. So you have to figure out what your why is. Why are you trying to start this business? Next thing you have to do is find your target audience. The reason I like to say to you find your target audience next is because that allows you the opportunity to, what's what I'm looking for, to figure out what designs are going to work, what the people are looking for. If you're looking for, if you're a fisherman and you want to start a fishing t-shirt line, you might want to figure out what they like. So you got to find your target audience. What kind of stuff? Ain't no point making designs unless you're just going to get some random designs and see what you find and just see which ones hit. And that's great because you can make a lot of money like that. Or if you want to start an actual line dealing with fishing, then you might want to figure out what do fishermen like. Go conversate with them, go talk to them, go where they're located. You know what I'm saying? Go hang out with them sometimes. And that's how you figure out what your target audience needs. If you hang out, if you know teachers, what are teachers like? What are Greeks like? Whatever it is your target audience is, that's what you need to figure out and go find out. So that's the second point you got to do. The third point is research, goes with the second one, is researching that type of designs. Where are you going to get your designs from? Are you going to create them yourself? Are you going to order them from Etsy? Are you going to go to Fiverr? Are you going to go to some kind of crowd fund, some kind of design fund sites? They have some sites that allow you to put a bid out and say, hey, this is what I want to pay, or this is what I want. This is what I want. Who can create it? And they all pitch you with ideas or pitch you with designs that they want. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to figure out, is this design, am I just going to sell t-shirts? Or do I eventually want to get into some other things? Do I want to get into mugs, hats, jackets, bags? And does this design translate well across the platforms? Can I put this on multiple products? Because if you're going to pay for a design, this is number 4. You're going to pay for a design, and you're going to get this design out there. You're going to push this design. You want to know, you want to kind of gauge, can I make more things with this design? I have a friend of mine who's always trying to figure out if whatever she does, it has to be able to go on different things. Can I put it on? In her case, she likes to do Christmas ornaments. Can it go on Christmas ornaments? Can it go on shirts? Can it go on hats? Can it go on mugs? Can I put it on this? Can I put it on that? And, thinking, logically, I get it. I understand. Me personally, I do a lot of mugs, I do a lot of hats, and I do a lot of t-shirts, coats. I do a lot of things I can print on versus things that I have to, I don't really do woodwork and things of that nature. That's not really my thing. But, that might be your thing. So can I put this on wood? Can this saying go on the wall? What can this design go on, and how effective can I get it on there? And then you have to figure out, once you got your why, once you got your target audience, and once you have, you research the products that you want to sell, you research the designs that you want to sell, now you research the products, you figure out where you're going to get them, you figure out where you're going to source everything. Now you have to figure out how you're going to fulfill your orders. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to get a website? Well, you got to get a website, but are you going to fulfill it through another company, or are you going to do it yourself? Because until you figure that out, you don't even know what equipment you need. See, it's not just going to buy equipment. People buy these 5-in-1s, 8-in-1s, and half the stuff you might not even need. If you're not doing plates, then what you need it for? If you don't have a sublimation printer, why are you getting a mug press? Why are you getting a plate press? You need sublimation for that. You follow what I'm saying? If you're not going to invest in all of that, then you might be better off just getting a designated heat press for t-shirts. If all I'm doing is t-shirts, I'm going to get a designated heat press for t-shirts. And if I decide to go on the hats, then maybe I need to save some money from my heat press sales and get a designated hat press. If I'm going to go into doing mugs, maybe I need to save some more money and get a designated mug press. You follow what I'm saying? It sounds like it's more expensive, but why have a bunch of stuff laying around and you're not even using? It's just in the way. And then when you get something that you go ahead and buy it. You might not want to ever do mugs. So why do I need a mug press? Why do I need mug attachments? I'm never doing mugs. It's not what I want to do. And things change, people change, and I understand and I get it. The thing about this is to try to help you get some ideas of what it is that you're trying to do. Why are you starting a t-shirt business? How you gonna get your designs? Who your target audience is? What you're trying to put it on, and how you're going to make some money. How you're going to fulfill your products. How you're going to create your items. That's what this is about. And you all have to think about this before you go starting businesses, before you go saying, I want to start a t-shirt company or buying equipment that just ends up sitting and collecting dust. And that's just my advice, and I'm just me. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm just saying how I feel. If you're going to get it, great. I support you. If you need any help, call me. I'll talk to you for hours about how to do t-shirts. But know this is what you want to do. Know this is a business, and it's not for fun. Well, you have fun doing it, but it's just not just we're just going to go buy something because it sounds good to do. If you want to waste your money, go ahead. I always say, put your money where you're going to grow your money. If you're not going to grow your money in t-shirts, don't put your money in t-shirts. Put it where it's going to be most effective. And that's all I have to say, and I'm going to keep saying how I feel. I want you to keep saying how you feel, and share like this video. At the end of the day, let's have a great day. Peace out.